Aloha. Hi, Spirit. Look at how the sun is shining on the edge of these clouds. Hey, Princess. Look at that. It looks like staring into the face of God. How cool is that? And there's our flag. Woof! Look at this sunset. I wasn't going to do a sunset show tonight, and then I came out and I was like, oh my gosh. Hello, Eunice. Good to see you, my friend. I am so glad that you are here on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Hi, Catherine. Thank you to my Facebook family for coming on my YouTube page. Hi, Linda. You guys are awesome. It's interesting. You zoom in, but then you zoom out and it looks different too. Isn't it amazing how the rays of the sun are like going behind those clouds? Laura might have something to say about that. Laura says the sun isn't real. What do you guys think? Has anybody heard that the sun isn't real? Tell us more about your theory, Laura. Look at that. What is happening? That's just gorgeous. So one of my followers told me earlier today that the clouds, he never really paid attention to them before. He saw my show yesterday and he said today he's paying more attention to the clouds. Because look at them. I feel like there are messages in the clouds. Sun simulator from China. So what's up with the real sun? Where is it? If this is a simulator. They do look natural and I don't see any chemtrails. But look at that. Look at the shadow situation. And then over here we've got some big puffy mountains of clouds. Some kind of crazy stuff going on over there. And then over here, wow, it's almost like talk about cotton candy. That is crazy. It's so beautiful. Which cloud looks like a dog? Yes, Linda, God's artwork. It's incredible. And these Florida sunsets, man, they go on and on and on with changing and colors and everything. What's so funny, Spirit? Okay, where's the one that looks like a dog? You mean this one over here? And you know, I often see Muffin in the clouds because of the fluffy whiteness. Laura. Ooh. I see so much in the clouds. Look at that. I mean, this is a 360-degree sunset tonight. Holy guacamole. Hi, Sherry. I know, I had to get it out in the neighborhood and check it out here because I can't believe this. Look at this wildness over here. Crazy. Oh, and I gotta tell you, the dang no-see-ums are out. Oh, a bear. There's a bear in the air. Sandy's got 101 degrees. It's not hot in Florida right now. It's not cold either, but it's not too hot. I am not dog sitting anymore, Catherine. I left the doggies in the care of their doggy parents. I miss them though. They were so precious. You know, it's like just as we're getting along super great and we're clicking and I gotta go. They were not happy when I left. They were both standing in the doorway watching me pack and crying. It was pretty sad. They were so precious. Yeah, that's kind of a big bear right there, isn't it? Look at that. Maybe it's a bear market. Maybe it's a Russian bear. Hi, Cindy. What kills palmetto bugs in 15 seconds? Do tell, do tell. 98 degrees and wind blowing out of the south like an inferno. My goodness, Renee. Praying for you. There's a lot of stuff going on in the sky tonight. Like a big teddy bear, yeah. And look at the shadows that it throws over the whole sky. Oh, peppermint oil kills palmetto bugs? Ooh, it could be my white poodle or my black poodle. I've had 2 black poodles and 1 white poodle in my life. Toy poodles. I love them so much. My first poodle I got when I was 6 months old, and her name was Kelly. She was white. She had puppies with a St. Bernard, I shit you not. That seriously happened. You know, it's funny. I have a lot of great stories of really incredible things that have happened to me in my life. I don't ever need to tell stories because I find reality to be much more interesting. Yeah, wait, look at that. Anyway, Kelly had puppies with the St. Bernard. Ah. And she had 1 big puppy, and they named it Noodle. And the news crews came, and she was famous. And I was in the newspaper as a little kid, like 3 years old, holding this great big puppy. It was amazing that a little poodle could give birth to a Saint Bernoodle. But she did it. Thank you, Catherine. Of course, my stylist, Donna Wade Nightingale, dressed me, so thank her. Everything she gets is from thrift stores. You guys know that, right? You want to learn how to shop at the thrift store? You watch my shows with Donna. Donna's a genius. I love the ocean too, Sandy. Look at the sky. Yes, we know. Good. Look at that. Can you even with that? I want to see if it looks better if the camera's like this or if the camera's like this. What do you think? Interesting both ways, isn't it? Oh, you don't want to meet up with Donna, Darla. She hates everybody. She's scary. 40 drops of peppermint oil and 40 drops of clove oil to spray chicken coops. Wow. And a squirt of dish soap to get rid of the skeeters. Oh, and you spray it on yourself also? That's cool. Look at that. Can you even with the beauty of it all? Holy guacamole. All right, where's Jamie Crow when you need her? I want to sing our song, but I don't want to do it without Jamie in the house. Can someone go get Jamie Crow? Melaleuca brand dish soap. Mmm. You gotta join Melaleuca to get that. Darla, go get Jamie. See if I can conjure her up. Jamie, do you feel your ears are burning? All right, we'll start with Oh Beautiful. Oh beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain. You know what, Mimi? You have a point. I think this amazing sunset is the courtesy of desert sands. For purple mountains, majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crowned thy good with brotherhood. From sea to shining sea. Hi, Anthony. Good to see you. Whoa, and now there is lightning involved. Ooh, even better. All right, I'm just going to sing our song. Sing with me. Anthony, you can lead us all too. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. If tomorrow all the things were gone I've worked for all my life, if I had to start again with just my children and my life, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. Well, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Welcome, Lola from Kansas. Welcome to the Beach Report. If you have not liked and subscribed to this channel, please do so. I cannot do it without you. Now, I do have some things to say about the Beach Report. I don't really have to. Ooh, did you see that thunder or lightning? I mean, I don't hear any thunder, so it's probably pretty far away. Anyway, here. I wanted to talk to you about the rules of the beach report. I had a pretty big show today earlier where President Trump was talking and telling us about the amazing commerce and things that are happening with the tariffs and all that stuff, and how he is making America great again. So, of course, whenever I do these shows that are public and they involve large numbers of people because everybody wants to see President Trump. And thank you, membership is cheap, darling. It really is. You would tip your waitress, so it's like less than a tip for a waitress. And I'm on here every day doing the beach report. This is Florida. You got it. Oh, wait, a horrific place? Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, you need to go. That's a good example. So if you come on the beach report and you say something super rude and you don't have any manners, or you treat me like I'm some kind of a sex toy, or you think that you're going to date me, none of that will be happening. I'm trying to figure out a way to say it nicely, but here's the deal. I live in Florida, right? And we've got a couple of really dangerous critters around. In fact, I saw a rattlesnake in the yard the other day. So there's that. But we also have alligators and we have sharks. Now, if you come on a beach report and you say things that are rude to either me or my followers, and I have a bunch of moderators on here too, you will be fed to the sharks, the rattlesnakes, and the gators. So watch your P's and Q's. Be respectful of me and everybody else who's on the show, and we'll get along great. And if you don't like what I'm saying, just move along. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to say anything that hurts other people. And you don't have to comment negatively on my appearance. I don't care, but I also don't appreciate it. And that's all. And bugs that will kill you, yes. Well, let's not talk about the bugs. Right now, the no-see-ums are starting to get to me. But I'll show you the rest of the sunset, because it's just about over. The show is ending right now. Hey, Arnie. So anyway, I was just thinking that, a little reminder of the rules wouldn't hurt. And it's really not for you guys, because everybody who's on right now is watching because they kind of expect to see a sunset show from Florida every night. I'm a sunset girl. And there are no better sunsets than, I think ooh, wait, that was lightning. I think that the west coast of Florida is like the sunset capital of the world. It's so gorgeous here. Yes, respect is always expected. So yeah, I'm saying this because earlier today when I was doing this show with President Trump speaking, there were, look at my face, there were like 500 people. I was like, what? That's kind of crazy because there's only 8 people watching right now. But it was a little bit overwhelming, and some of the people got really, really rude. And that's what they do when they see the MAGA hat. It's like triggers them and they lose their ever-loving minds. It doesn't bother me though, because all of those nasty comments do go away once the show is ended. So there's that. However, when people are watching the beach report, I want you to feel like this is a safe space. This is a place where you can talk about President Trump and you can say you love him so much. And we all appreciate it. But there are a lot of people out there who choose hatred instead. So I try to eliminate that negative force simply because we just don't need it anymore. Not that we needed it before, but aren't you a little bit tired of the Hitler comments and did you see that? And the criminal comments and just the stupidness that is the the people who hate him so much. TDS is a real problem in America and throughout the world. So if you have TDS and you come on my show and you say stupid stuff about the greatest president we've ever had, expect to be booted out. So that's just how it is. This is not a free speech platform. Everyone knows that. You know, YouTube will cancel me in a second if I do anything. So why do I need people to come on my page and say things that are just rude and obnoxious and uncalled for? So that's what I do. Anyway, I want everybody to feel safe on this channel. And by safe, I mean that you are free to say what you want in a way that is respectful and kind. And you gotta love America. That's all. You gotta love America. That's the most important thing. You have to be a Make America Great Again supporter. Because if you're not, just keep on going. Just keep strolling. You don't belong here. That's all. I don't have to cater to everybody, and I will not cater to everybody. So just wanted to let y'all know that. All right, that's the end of the Sunset Show. You can hardly see my face. It's really dark. So I am going to say, look how pretty, though. I'm going to say ciao for now. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'll see you on tomorrow's Beach Report.